Hulk vs. Superman. Battle across different locations. Who will win? Ever wondered what would happen if the unstoppable force met the immovable object? Well, today, we're diving deep into an epic face-off between two titans of strength, the Hulk and Superman. But we're spicing things up by throwing them into different battlegrounds to see who truly comes out on top. The Hulk. Let's kick things off with the green behemoth himself, the Hulk. Born from a gamma radiation accident, Dr. Bruce Banner transforms into the Hulk whenever his heart rate skyrockets, usually when he's angry. But we're not talking just any kind of angry, we're talking off the charts, rage-fueled fury. Powers and abilities. Limitless strength. The Hulk's strength is theoretically infinite. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes. There's actually no upper limit established in the comics. Regenerative healing factor. He can recover from injuries at an astonishing rate. Cellular regeneration on steroids. Durability and endurance. Bullets, missiles, lasers, you name it, he can withstand it. His skin can resist extreme pressures and temperatures. Weaknesses. Lack of control. When Hulk's in a rage, he can be unpredictable, sometimes harming allies or causing unintended destruction. Psychic vulnerabilities. While physically almost invincible, he's been susceptible to telepathic attacks in the past. Superman. On the other side, we have the Man of Steel, Superman. As the last son of Krypton, Kal-El was sent to Earth and raised as Clark Kent. Earth's yellow sun grants him abilities far beyond any human. Powers and abilities. Superhuman strength and speed. He can bench press the weight of the Earth, yes, that's approximately 5.972 times 10 to the 24 kilograms, for 5 days straight without breaking a sweat. Flight. Defying gravity like it's nobody's business. Heat vision, frost breath, enhanced senses. A whole arsenal of abilities, from emitting solar energy beams from his eyes to freezing objects with his breath. Invulnerability. His Kryptonian cells absorb solar radiation, making his body nearly indestructible. Weaknesses. Kryptonite. Radioactive remnants of his home planet can weaken or even kill him. Magic. Superman's physiology doesn't protect him against magical forces. Moral code. His strong ethics sometimes prevent him from taking decisive actions that could end conflicts swiftly. Alright, with our contenders set, let's move into our battle arenas. Desert Showdown. An expansive desert stretching beyond the horizon, with temperatures soaring above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 degrees Celsius. The sun blazes overhead with no mercy. The heat can be taxing even for the Hulk. While he's resistant to temperature extremes, prolonged exposure could lead to increased fatigue. However, the open space allows him to unleash his full strength without restrictions. Superman thrives under intense sunlight. The more solar radiation he absorbs, the stronger he gets. The desert is essentially his charging station. Given Superman's solar-powered abilities, the desert amplifies his powers. While Hulk's strength is immense, Superman could potentially outpace and overpower him here. Winner. Superman. Urban metropolis. A bustling city like New York, with skyscrapers piercing the sky and millions of civilians going about their day. Hulk in a city is like a bull in a china shop, massive potential for collateral damage. Every step could be catastrophic, and his rage could escalate with the chaos. Superman would be cautious, prioritizing civilian safety. His familiarity with urban environments gives him a strategic edge. Superman might focus on minimizing damage and could try to relocate the fight. Hulk's unpredictability is a wild card, but Superman's speed and tactical mindset could give him the upper hand. Winner. Superman. Underwater combat. The Mariana Trench. Depths reaching nearly 36,000 feet, about 11,000 meters, below sea level. While Hulk can hold his breath for extended periods and withstand pressure, deep-sea environments could limit his mobility. Water density reduces movement speed significantly. Superman can operate underwater without the need for oxygen for extended durations. His propulsion isn't hindered, and his senses adjust to different environments. Superman's speed and maneuverability underwater outclass the Hulk. He could exploit the environment to his advantage. Winner. Superman. Outer space clash. The vacuum of space, orbiting Earth, where temperatures swing between extreme heat and cold, and there's zero atmosphere. Hulk needs to breathe. In space, he'd quickly lose consciousness due to lack of oxygen. Plus, Movement without gravity is a significant hindrance. Superman regularly ventures into space. His body absorbs solar energy directly without atmospheric interference, boosting his powers. This one's a no-brainer. Hulk's incapacitated by the environment almost immediately. Winner. Superman. Volcanic arena. An active volcanic region with molten lava flows, toxic gases, and frequent eruptions. Hulk's durability allows him to withstand extreme heat. In fact, intense environments can amplify his rage, and consequently, his strength. While Superman is resistant to heat, volcanic gases could be a nuisance. However, his need to breathe is minimal, and his heat vision could counter environmental threats. In a raw strength contest, Hulk's rage might tip the scales. The intense environment fuels his power, possibly surpassing Superman's thresholds. Winner. Hulk. Arctic battlefield. The Arctic Circle, with temperatures plummeting to -58 degrees Fahrenheit, -50 degrees Celsius, icy winds, and blinding snowstorms. Cold can potentially slow down muscle response, but Hulk's physiology counters this to an extent. His rage generates internal heat, keeping him functional. The cold doesn't faze Superman. His vision powers can melt obstacles, and the reflection of sunlight off the ice could even enhance his energy absorption slightly. Superman's consistent performance in cold climates gives him an edge. Hulk might not be at peak efficiency here. Winner. Superman. Magic realm. A mystical dimension teeming with magical energies, unpredictable terrains, and enchantments. Hulk's strength remains, but he might be confused or disoriented by magical phenomena. His resistance to magic is average at best. Magic is one of Superman's key vulnerabilities. His powers could be erratic, and he's susceptible to magical attacks. Hulk's straightforward brute force could triumph where Superman's abilities are compromised. Winner. Hulk. Nuclear wasteland. A post-nuclear war landscape with high radiation levels, destroyed infrastructure, and little to no sunlight due to atmospheric particulates. Radiation is kind of Hulk's thing. It could potentially enhance his powers even further. Lack of sunlight weakens Superman over time. Radiation doesn't harm him directly, but the absence of solar energy is a significant drawback. As Superman's powers wane, Hulk grows stronger. The scales tip heavily in Hulk's favor. Winner. Hulk. Comparative analysis. So, what does all this mean? Let's crunch some numbers and get technical. Environmental advantages. Superman excels in environments rich with sunlight and where he can protect civilians, think deserts and cities. Hulk thrives in conditions that amplify his rage or enhance his physicality, such as radiation-heavy or magical areas. Power dynamics. Versatility versus raw power. Superman's array of abilities gives him versatility. He can adapt to various combat scenarios with speed, flight, and energy projection. Hulk, however, relies on sheer brute force, which can be more effective when amplified by environmental factors. Strategic thinking. Superman's higher intellect and strategic approach often give him an advantage in complex situations. Hulk's intelligence varies with his form. Certain versions, like Professor Hulk, retain Banner's intellect, while others are governed by primal rage. Key factors influencing outcomes. Presence of kryptonite or magic. Introducing kryptonite could debilitate Superman regardless of the environment. In magical realms, his vulnerabilities are exposed. Sunlight and radiation levels. Superman's power is directly proportional to solar exposure. Hulk's strength can be augmented by radiation, making nuclear environments beneficial for him. Hulk's anger levels. The ceiling of Hulk's strength is his anger, which can be limitless. Situations that provoke him further can make him nearly unstoppable. Summary of battles. Superman's victories. Desert Showdown, Urban Metropolis, Underwater Combat, Outer Space Clash, Arctic Battlefield. Hulk's victories. Volcanic Arena, Magic Realm, Nuclear Wasteland. Overall assessment. Out of 8 scenarios, Superman edges out with 5 victories to Hulk's 3. However, it's not just about the numbers. The context of each battle significantly impacts the outcome. Both heroes have domains where they are nearly unbeatable. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, these clashes are hypothetical. Both characters are incredibly powerful, and their battles would be legendary. It's fascinating to consider how variables like environment can sway the odds. So, what do you think? Did we get it right, or do you see the battles playing out differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get this debate rolling. Also, if you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe for more epic showdowns and superhero analyses. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Stay super, everyone.